Welcome back, it's Solo. We're back with another little VOD review of the grand finals of the TSM against Cloud9 Immortals tournament. Unfortunately, no one was able to stream this. There's only one feed, so we had to switch back and forth with both teams. I'm not going to be able to really dive into the decisions that they make on both teams since it's going to go back and forth. I like it when it's just one perspective, but we're going to have to use both here. And it is a full TSM 5-man roster, I believe. And then it's Cloud9, it's 10s and 4 players. I believe they're trying out. Not looking too good for them though so far. TSM looked very dominant here in the entire tournament. Most of Cloud9's games were off the back of 10s. I don't think this will be the select 5 for C9, but we'll see. And also they need to improve the spectating client on Valorant, but I think that will come over time. So on offense, who do we have? Offense is TSM. They're slowly working mid and B. This is kind of what I've been seeing in most of the tournaments and highlights on ASCENT so far. You go mid to B or mid to A. B is easy to get into, but it's hard to hold. It's what it feels like so far. So literally TenZ is on B side on his own, trying to survive as long as possible. You know, did the flick to try and dodge the flash, but TSM floods in anyways. So right there, Brim didn't want to be on site with him. He wanted to space out for the post plant position, but he ends up getting caught. This is why it's really hard to tell who's alive against who. I hope they change it and just like make silhouettes of the agents that are dead instead of a red X. Especially on the right side, it's kind of hard to see who's alive. So they're post plants for TSM. They're both in the back pit. This is a very dangerous post plant, and they end up winning their gunfights anyways. They peeked it the same exact time. It's teamwork. They called it, and they both peeked from both sides. So they were bound to at least win a 1v1 or trade or something. So that was really clean. Teamwork. Hard to get that in your ranked games, I understand that, but in competitive play, yeah, you always want to peek together instead of dry peeking individually. So TSM, we're just gonna try to look at TSM on the map. You see that they're spaced out. They have 2 working mid, one's lurking B. Mid ends up getting their kill mid, so now they can kind of just flood mid. They don't really know that yet though. So A's getting really aggressive. Wardell realizes that, and he's darted. Ends up getting some of the aggressors here. Well, literally it's up to Vice. He has nothing he can really do. He's pistol around. You can kind of fast forward this. It's a 4v1 situation. It was their save round because they lost pistol round. But they just got picked mid and A side. Sorry, it's gonna be really hard for me to kind of keep up, because the camera angle can sometimes be on Cloud9's side, but I'm looking at the minimap to see what TSM's doing aggressively. That's the side that we really want to see here. On the side of Cloud9 though, you can see that they playing 3A, 1 hovering mid, 1 B. That's generally what all the top teams are doing. We'll see how the map pans out though. Relics goes pretty big and gets a double kill. Ends up having a nice little scuffle around the mid lane area. They have B site, but they can't really plan it. He got the bomb. That is a very interesting area for Cloud9 to be doubled up there. They almost got lined up and gave him a double kill. Luckily ends up getting the trade. Sabrosa's on the other side of the map. That's why he's walking around with this knife, because he has to hurry up and rotate. Now he's playing safe. He might actually get... Oh, here. Lurker. Ooh, actually gets a kill. That was very interesting. Lurk by him. So now this time TSM is having the A lurk. They're kind of working B, and they're always working mid. Mid control is very important. And in ranked play, when it comes out and unrated, everyone kind of fights for mid, but it seems like the defensive players just concede mid. It looks like Sage is Tens is on his wall back here and getting an angle. Wow, that's insane. Shooting over the wall to try and hold mid. That was really smart. He just got a kill there too. I think he can jump on the ball in the spawn and he's back on his wall, judging by the minimap. We're not really getting, yep, he's back on the wall. It's actually a really good wall. That's very interesting. I did not know that. Either way, TSM still pressuring mid, working catwalk, still one lurking mid, watching the B rotations. Anyone that's trying to take the shortcut to get to A. See what they do to execute here. They're just dry rotating that. Looks like a bad round for TSM. Yeah, gets the kill there. He wall boost to get the kill. Ooh, he went really ham. Evened up the game. Interesting. It was a hard start for them because they did get picked in the beginning of the round. They're replaying the round. TSM's having 2 lurking A. 1 is B. I think they realized that they've been getting mid for free. So they have 1 mid, kind of walking up cat. Tens finally challenges, Decisive challenge, probably because they're saving, so he feels more comfortable challenging mid there with his op. Anything Wardell can do. Wardell and Tens are possibly 2 of the best players in North America right now. Opinion. TSM player and a C9 player, 2 of the best players in the game. And they're both pretty good oppers. Insane reaction time. This is a 1v4. 1v5. Pistol round, there's not much to really go over in pistol round. He gets darted. He just gets a really nice shot there. He just wants to kill as many guns as he can. That was a really nice shot. Okay, let's see what they do on their gun round. Okay, so they're getting pretty aggressive B, but Sova does had an ult there. Mitch, I believe. It was Mitch's ult. Ends up trading for the kill. A little late. Gets 1 more kill. Gets traded because they have so many people funneling B. They're actually really aggressive on B. So they kind of counter-ulted each other. Breach ult against Brim ult. Bell gets a really nice snipe. The last one's playing A. Both players are A side lurkers. Both ciphers. So now they're both rotating back to the B site because TSM ends up winning the site. They won the 4v4 essentially. Now Cypher's just full sprinting to get back to B main. And Vice has to time. Ends up getting spotted. Ends up getting tagged again. Hops on the box to try to be safe. In case he's getting pushed. He knows where 1 is. But he's not really checking for it. Yes, he does. He turns. He knew exactly where he was. Actually impressive. Getting shot through the wall. Got shot once through the wall because he was darted. That was really clean. Vice was almost able to go big there. So another 2 lurking A. 1 is generally 1 or 2 lurking. Okay, so Sova and Cypher lurked A together. It looks like they got aggressive to pop a wire? Pop the wires. Now Sova's are rotating back to mid. They spread out to see if anyone's pushing. And then they're going to keep 1 lurking A. And then they're having all 4 regroup back to mid once they have mid control. And it looks like Phoenix is solo pushing. No, they're defensively having their lineup still. He gets info on where 2 of them are, so... And he re-peeks. Tens gets a nice op there. So I think they're going to give up on going A. Cypher's rotating back to mid. They're going to keep mid control, and they're kind of just working a pick They're waiting to see if someone gets impatient. They're pushing in a CT. Ends up getting a pick on someone's CT. With that pick, Cypher goes back to A just in case they decide to do an A execute. Rest of them decide to go B. TSM jukes him out, goes B. Sova's literally doomed. He was not trying to shoot the dart, hoping he didn't see him. Nothing he can really do. He really got pinched from every direction. And they caught the last lurk. The person that was anchoring A. Poor anchors, man. Anchors have it hard. If your team's getting rolled, you're rotating late to the next site, to the last, to the site, like 1v4, 1v5. It's actually so hard. Okay, so Brim gets a quick little entry. Ice looked like he tried to trade. He tried to trade there. Hayes was there for the pick. This is looking really grim for Cloud9. This round's looking pretty bad. They did buy as well. Tens gets a nice pick there. Jump scouting or jump opping. I don't know, whatever. To really, I don't know what you're calling it. He's jump peeking to get info peeking there. Ooh, Relics gets a nice double kill. Smoking, TPing out so he can reposition. Played perfectly, so now they can't trade him and they don't know where he is. He can be anywhere. That was a very good silver dart. Get the info and get the free kill through the smoke. Actually really clean. Looks like he's opping. Oh, he might die there. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. But even though he died, it gives him info on where he is. So he's just holding the angle, waiting for him to re-peek. Rosa gets a kill. He knows exactly where both of them are. Huge clutch. It's sad. Oh. Oh, it's save round for Cloud9, so they're getting a little aggressive here. Got the 1-for-1, but made TSM use res. It's actually pretty big. Reyna, Raze, actually mix up their names too. I'm kind of listening to the casters' comms to hear what they're saying about the game. Omen's flash is actually really good right now. Really happy to see Omen being used on Cloud9's side. Also very interesting that Tens is opping. I know he wants to, Sage is a good opper. It's interesting to see Tens on Sage is what I wanted to say. Vice gets a nice 2k with his Ghost here. He stays there and he's waiting for his team to play retake. This is very important. A lot of people try to go hero mode, especially lower ranks. They try to be a hero and fight everyone. He kills them. He's resetting, waiting for his team to start collapsing, and then he's gonna pinch. Playing very safe. Now Hayes is kind of looking. He's hunting him. Fortunately, he gets caught slipping. Too bad they didn't have guns. Would have been a really nice round. Ordell's going huge, playing on site. Gets 3 nice kills. But Device played that very well. It's called retaking. You don't have to stop the plant. You can if you can, you know, cause as much noise as you can to slow him down, but you don't have to necessarily completely stop the plant. Also, that wall is bangable, so a lot of people have been doing that silver drone and just beaming through that wall. Ooh. Oh wait, I read the info wrong. So he's throwing a cage on his teammate to cover him if they start pushing. That's an interesting cage. I guess I'll try to go on the perspective. No, we should try to see what TSM's doing. Because they're much coordinated since they won the tournament. They're clearly the better team, so I think we would learn the most. Hard though, because it keeps alternating. The Tens is really just holding it from TT, trying to trade him. Tens is using very niche not niche. I don't think that's the word for it, but really interesting angles with the Sage wall. I mean, he knew where he was there. He re-peeked third time. Could have been a big play. 3v3. Ooh. Vice wanted to get really aggro there. Ends up getting caught slipping. And they just got caught in the meat grinder. Cloud9 decided to over-rotate here instead of having one anchor. And they were ready for that push. So it looks like Sova and Cypher work A in the beginning. Just in case one swings out and they can trade. And then once they have control, it looks like one bounces. They have mid control. They have cat smoke, so they don't have complete control of it. They're definitely moving up mid. Omi gets a kill, instantly pulls out his flash, tries to get another one, but Sova's too far back to get hit by the blink, so he ends up getting the kill before his teammate dies. That's why it's very good to kind of be spaced out sometimes. Close enough to where you can trade, but far enough to where you won't get team flashed, team naded, you know. Shinobi's just stuck in ice, can't really do much. Very good slow there. And he decided to just commit to that angle. Really interesting to see someone play, or Drone is playing Guardian, right? Did he choose to buy that gun, or I'm not too sure. Maybe he was just out of money. Gun's not necessarily bad. He had 300 credits. I don't know, that's really interesting. Didn't really notice if he had Guardian this whole game. So it looks like Vice, the player that's anchoring, is just gonna hold his gun. They're hunting him, but he's holding his angle. Okay, they might see him actually. Oh no, Pew went up. Vice, very disciplined, not moving at all, holding his angle. Save this gun. 5 ults on Cloud9. See what they use here. I believe this is the last round to have. I want to see Cypher open up with an ult here. He gets info with that. Wow, his dart got instantly destroyed. Cloud9 played really safe, waiting for the dart, didn't even push up. They have bomb and spawn. I think this is a mistake by them. I'm sure the rotator from A that goes mid, just kidding, Phoenix went for it. Okay, so they picked up bomb. They're just still looking picks on both sides of the maps. They don't have mid control this round. This is the first time they don't have mid control. It could be because they're respecting Cloud9's ults. Not too sure. Wish we can hear comms in their decision making. Okay, so Hazed did that boost there. That boosted wall is known by everyone where you can boost B main to look over the window. They're doing that just to pressure and make Cloud9 think that someone's up there, but they're not. And they're making so much noise B that TSM got a free sneaky A plant. Okay, let's see. Well, what got used here to throw him off? We'll break through. The Sage wall is already getting Sage wall and Brimstone ult, so it's making everyone rotate. Cypher was thinking about anchoring, but he changed his mind because they have been going B so much. It only works because TSM's been farming the B site, so they get A for free. Cypher's like, oh no, we over rotated. It was too late. They get the free A plant. That's the gamble you take when you want to over rotate all your team, all your players. That's unfortunate. The issue with TSM's post plant though is there's 2 stuck out in main. So Brim is going to try and work mid to try and space the map for them. Sage pops the Omen ult. I believe Cypher's playing under the map, which is under the site, which is fine. I have 1 or 2 under there. Cloud9's going pretty big here. The rest of them are losing their gunfights. Interesting. So they just all challenged main. I mean, all of TSM kind of sat main. I don't like this post plant. I don't really like how it worked. See how there's a Sage wall there to try to block? Sage was able to get the a more aggressive wall there, they might have been doomed. I guess they had Sova ult, huh? They had, yeah. I don't really like that post plant positioning, but all of them just kept peeking from A main, and they just won their gunfights. Not the safest post plant. There's only 2 that were playing different angles, and they both died. But I guess it worked out if you win your gunfights and you're all trading. Ultimately, if you're winning your gunfights and you're trading, all that matters. So Drone gets a nice little peeker's advantage there. He gets a little one tap. Omen. The same little setup on both sides for defense. TSM's doing the same defense, 3A, 2B. Kind of hovering and getting info mid. Looks like Cloud9 is rotating through mid. Like I said, I'm going to try to be TSM biased here, because they're the winners of this map, so we'll see how TSM plays this. Smoking tree. They're also going to push up anyways. They're all pushing together. They're always ready to trickle in and trade and shoot and team shoot. So yeah, even though they did lose, they're still the 2 that were anchoring B. Yeah, they play this post plant in this retake. Waiting for both of them to get together. Ends is kind of under the box. They have info on exactly where both of them are. So they're trying to kill him, and they know exactly where the other guy is. That was a nice shock dart by Mitch. Nice little slow. Sage is going to try and hug right. Uh-oh, that is a very good dart. Okay, that was well played by Mitch. He had a good dart for info, good shock dart. Post plant A main as Sova feels really good though, because of your abilities. A post plant's good with abilities. Brim, Sova. You have good mollies and stuff. Shock darts especially. That was well played by Mitch. Pretty big there. I think not gonna. They play very well together. Go for trades and plays together pretty well. I don't really know why Relics was looking at. That was really interesting. It's a nice pick. Kind of just rolling through. TSM doesn't have any guns this round, so definitely gonna struggle. ADS with the Spectre. Actually, never ADS with Spectre. When I do, I never get kills. Very interesting. Maybe I should start doing that. Long range Spectre gunfights feel so bad. Got the ADS and tap shoot, I guess. Really interesting that Sebros is just saving his his shorty. I thought he would at least go hunt and like try to save one gun. I guess he just wants to save his shorty. Wait. Ends up pushing up, getting a kill. Hitting. Drops his shorty for a classic pistol anyways. Now he's looking for kills. Okay, full buy by TSM. The Wardell's info peeking this. Kinda aggressive with the op. Gets flashed by Omen. Omen's not doing anything though. They're all just kind of setting up. So what Cloud9's doing is they're slowly working A. Cypher is just getting info mid. Omen is lurking B. And on what you do on all 2 site maps, since rotations are generally fast, it's good to have one watching the flank. Usually it's Cypher that's lurking. It feels like Omen Cypher are great lurks. Omen can smoke across the map and always pressure. So Wardell peeks as soon as the flash went away. He's backing up, letting his teammate hold it with his Phantom. Like Omen TP'd away. Ends up, they're all sprinting through the smoke and just getting rolled. Shinobi's also in the smoke. Cloud9's very committed to that play. I don't really know what he was looking at. Wardell got a free kill, shooting bodies too. Shooting his body like, what are you doing? Question mark Peems, all chat, question marks. That was very weird. I don't know what he was looking at. Wardell's not scared to challenge this early fight. And he shoots too. Flash. Dodges Omen flash. Now he's playing backside. That was very good on B defense. Been seeing almost all Sovas play that. So TSM's deciding to take the gamble. And they're rotating B early. And you can generally do that when you're getting aggressive. That timing is really insane. As soon as Brim turned that corner, both the lurkers turned. So Brim is getting so much information A that they know that they're not pushing A. They can all over-rotate to B. They know the bomb's getting planted. So TSM's doing a great job being patient here. Instead of forcing the fight, they're literally just waiting the plants, looking for picks, letting his teammates rotate. Brim is not going to check this. I know he's not. Mitch is being very safe. Waiting for someone else. Ends up getting the kill. Now that he's dead, TSM's looking to make plays. All peeking together. He knows that Sova's not on site and that rotating. That's unfortunate. Uh-oh. He flashed. He's like, oh, it's over. GG, man. Oh. He actually might have got the kill there. Retaking post plant, being safe. It's okay to let the enemy team plant the bomb. Just regroup and pinch the site. So that's very important. Watching these competitive games, you'll learn that very quickly. You don't have to suicide and try to hold an angle or hold a fight. You can if you're feeling it, or you can if you have the right abilities or you're playing the right agent. Sometimes if you know you're in a 1v4, 1v3 situation, they're just going to flood in. You can back away, throw some abilities, back away, and wait for your team to regroup. So now they just have one lurking B. In the wall, giving them info. Omen can smoke from across the map. That's why he's a very good lurk. So TSM was rotating to B. Now they're going back to A. I believe they're on a save round. Wait, am I tripping? They're not on a save round. Just kidding. Or it could be a mixed buy. I'm not too sure. So they try to pinch him into A. They don't know where Omen is, but they know generally they're around A. They try to get the pinch didn't work, so TSM is rotating back to B. Omen is still lurking B. Playing very safe, looking for the anchor. Turns out there's two anchors. He walked away instead of peeking that. Holding that angle. So Cloud9 knows that this is very interesting too. They know that they're committing to A. But they're playing far back so they don't give info, and then they're going to burst out together. Omen is still making a lot of noise B. Very hardcore lurking by Omen here. So if Omen gets caught, he's getting caught making noise at the last 15 seconds. TSM might think that they're B, but turns out Wardell is also lurking A, and the Cypher ult pops anyways. Ooh, he almost lost that gunfight. Big kill, big double kill. Actually, so well played. Wardell's actually toxic as hell, shooting all these bodies. So against a team that doesn't have as much teamwork, if there's 15 seconds left on the clock, and you guys spot and get info on the one enemy player B, you might panic and be like, oh, it's 15 seconds, they're making a play B. Go B, go B. Cloud9 did a very interesting play where they had the Omen go B, execute B with his smokes, with his abilities. But they still kept a hard anchor. Sova was still playing under heaven. Anchor day. Since they got the Omen kill, Cypher got to ult. It was just so well played. TSM played disciplined. They didn't care. They knew. They didn't care if Omen showed up at the B site. They still played disciplined. They anchored. Got all the kills that they needed there. I just love it, dude. I just love those calculated plays. The safe gambles. The safer plays. A high percentage plays. No over rotating. And that was the problem you saw with the last round of Cloud9. They over rotated. They gave away A. Ooh, so Hayes decides to get a little aggro there. Instantly gets punished. Now TSM's feeling a little sketched out about B, so some of them are rotating. So they're all, not all of them, some of them are starting to rotate. Wardell's playing sight, ends up getting a kill. He's jiggling left and right to reposition, still gets taken out. Tens is like, oh, Tens with a wall boost to get a nice angle, but drone goes huge and still looks up and gets a kill. Tries to hold the angle and he doesn't. Wow, Cloud9 clutched up. Cloud9 clutch up. Drone just, I don't know, he was gonna get swung on anyways. He had no health. He almost went really big and held that though. Tens goes for very aggressive Sage walls. Almost all of his Sage walls I've seen so far are used aggressively. One is Winery. Let's see what Mitch does here. Does he skip out on checking wine? Yes, he would much rather use his drone. Out sight. Sabrosa is unfortunately playing wine and just swings out when he hears the footsteps. Oh, we get a nice swing and a kill. But he gets pinched immediately from catwalk. Okay, so let's see how TSM plays this retake. It is a 3v3, so it's definitely winnable. Wardell gets a nice, oh my god, it's a nice 2 kills. I wanted to see a nice retake, but you know, when you just, when you're that good with Sova and you just beam them through walls, it doesn't even matter. 2 of the best players I think are in the game. Tens and Wardell. Where are they? Top of their respective teams. Of course. Of course. And Tens is showing that just because you play Sage doesn't mean you can't get kills. He's still top frag as Sage. Really impressive. So Phoenix is ulting mid. He's getting lots of info, got lots of tags there. It's a big flash on a player mid. Yeah, getting kills with Phoenix at this level is kind of a blessing. People usually don't challenge it unless the angle you need to hold, or if you're opping. Not necessarily bad to kill the Phoenix, though. It goes back to no armor. Wardell is just kind of holding a nice angle there. Wardell's a gamer, man. Jesus. It's a head tapper. So now that they get the kill B, this is what I've noticed that TSM likes to do. They get a kill in a lane and then now they're pushing up to get info. So Sova's gonna instantly rotate. Push to B, they see no one, they have the information. Now they're over rotating to A. They're gonna be prepared for the A play, for the A push. Somehow dodges that flash, gets killed anyways. Wardell rotated fast enough and gets to trade. Man. And now they try to sneak by and make noise. They made noise A and they try to sneak through mid and rotate to B, but TSM caught them there anyways. Respectable play by Cloud9 to get aggressive, tree, and then start rotating to B. But TSM's discipline. They kept someone anchoring. They rotated back pretty fast. Gunfights. They are very disciplined. The player that anchors actually anchors. Doesn't get hungry for kills. And generally gets at least 1 kill. If you're anchoring, you at least kill 1 person. Might die because you get flooded, but if you're killing 1-2 players, you're already stalling the plant. And you're making the retake for your team much easier. So it looks like TSM's just playing super aggressive because Cloud9 is broke. So Brim gets to push up pretty aggressive and get a kill there. Cypher gets a kill on someone A coming in off the breach ult. This time, this is the first round I've seen them over rotate, and even then, Phoenix is still holding B from mid. So they're not completely over rotating. Wardell knew exactly where one of them were. He killed someone deep A, but they're not panicking and rotating A. They're literally spread out and holding their position. So 4v2. This is a very disciplined team. This is some of the best team play I've seen so far. I really like how disciplined they are. Sage gets aggressive, mid, gets the res. I believe they have info on the last two. They know exactly where the last two were. Wardell ends up missing his op. Doesn't matter because team's there to clean up. TSM's insane. They're actually one of the best players. Or best coordinated teams that I've seen. They don't over rotate. When they do, they still have one anchoring, generally hovering mid. They believe in each other. They don't over rotate, and they're really good at aiming. Obviously, it's actually very nice to watch this. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you didn't know, I stream on Twitch every single day, and yeah, this VOD review is kind of tough to go over because the game is going back and forth. But it's definitely really nice to see some high-level gameplay. Both of these teams are really good, even though Cloud9 is kind of a trial team. They're still a very good and well-rounded squad. But hopefully next time the spectator system's better, or one of the players get to stream it, so we just have a perspective of one side. That would help very much. Yeah, if you made it to the end, hit the like button. And hashtag Wardell in the comments. Wardell, like TSM Wardell, that'd be kind of dope. That way I know you made it to the end of the video. WARDEEL. Hopefully we all learned and improved a bit from this. Thanks for watching. Peace.